Metal Gear Solid 3, why not 1, why not 2, why did they go directly to the third one? I have all the answers you need, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to explain it to you by talking about Konami history. There is no way that Konami will succeed with this remake. I'm a normal dude, and I would actually say I'm kinda evil person. And most of all, I'm kinda greedy. And that is exactly why you should listen to me, because I know a greedy bastard when I see one. It's almost like a superpower when I can smell them. I love Konami and it makes me frustrated even more, because the company have existed since 70s. It's a very old company. I jumped on the train of loving Konami somewhere around PlayStation 2. PlayStation 1, just few titles. As soon as I start playing Konami games, I knew that I love this company. I love everything they produced. For the time, it was good, and Konami was doing great titles, hit after hit. Konami was doing great, all the titles were selling very well, and they had a good profit. Unfortunately, something bad happened. For us gamers, not for Konami. And I'm talking here about pachinko machines. Oh yes, pachinko machines.
気を抜くんじゃない。あくまでも実践だ。分かってる。
ボスの称号を受け継ぐ。お互いの忠を尽くせ。
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Konami very fast realized that they can make much more money with just silly pachinko machines, and yes, they had a theme of gaming. Metal Gear or maybe Silent Hill. It didn't matter for them.
It's alright. I won't leave you alone.
Silent Hill.
Only thing that mattered was the money. The amount of money that they made from pachinko machine was uncomparable to what they made from games. Games takes a lot of time, a lot of people to create, and most of all, resources, and the risk is big. Why would you invest money in this, when you can just do a silly pachinko machine? And for the time, it was good. Konami was making money. Money that they love so much. And then, in 2019,
Japan was set on Tuesday to extend its state of emergency in Tokyo as COVID-19 cases spike across the country.
Everything changed, especially for Konami. During that time in Japan, gambling and all the casinos were closed.
Some analysts estimate that it will cost the country nearly $11 billion and could slash 66,000 jobs.
And that's how the idea was born, because where else Konami can get money if they cannot get it from pachinko machines? The answer is obvious. Let's go back to the gaming, let's go back to the place where we started. It doesn't matter that we just didn't give a shit about our community for years, it doesn't matter. We can just go back and give them what they want and they will pay. And that's exactly what they're doing. People forgot that Konami left them, abandoned them. Those remakes are not made from love. They're not made from like positive energy. They're not made because someone was creative and they wanted to do something. They are only made to make profit. Hey, as a greedy bastard, don't get me wrong. I understand, money are important. But unfortunately, I know that if you, for example, make a video and you're not passionate about it and the only motivation you have is money, you're probably not gonna have a good video. I know that the money can be a good motivator to create something, but unfortunately, we're talking here about nostalgia, we're talking here about emotions, and that money cannot buy. Konami have abandoned the gamers. They just forgot about us. They didn't give a shit what we were thinking or what we were doing for years. And the only motivation that they ever got was an easy check pay. That's why for years they were giving our beloved property to strangers to create titles, just like with Silent Hill. And of course, all of those titles end up bad. What a surprise! And here we are, in an exact spot. Konami motivation is only money. They don't want to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. They give all the hard work to some poor companies who really passionate are trying to do something with it. It's impossible for them to create those games correctly. Do I believe that those companies love those titles? Do I believe that the people who are working on the product love the product? Yeah, I believe so. But unfortunately, nobody can recreate a lightning in a battle. And the question is still hanging. Why the third one? It's obvious, because they're trying to strike our hearts with the favorite one. It is the fans' favorite, so their strategy is to get all the hardcore fans back by doing this remake, to get more profit. This is my personal opinion. I think that if your motivation of doing something is money, that is the poorest motivation you can ever have.